Guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It is I, Chelsea. Ethan is over here being a little fussy boy. He was just fine a second ago. I feel like he doesn't like me filming and wants all the attention to himself. Right, my lord? Alright, so Edgar's not here right now due to the fact that he's working. He's about to get out of work soon. And I am going to be talking about some controversial parenting tags. I don't want to get too into them because, I mean, I'm going to get some hate. I don't know whether to disable the comments or not. Oh, spit up. Oh, no. Alright, so we are back. And someone... You're like, who? Someone dirtied his shirt and I changed them, but we're still keeping the stripe theme. Alright, so let's go on with this video because I'm not trying to get too into detail, start some arguments. I'm just trying to state my opinions on these subjects. I respect everybody else's. I'm not diehard about my opinions when it comes to these. Like, I have certain thoughts towards it, but I could care less what people do with their babies because I get to do what I want with mine. And even if people have their opinions, it's not like I listen, right? So why should others care about what I'm saying? It's just so you guys can see my point of view. Lean back. There you go. Look at your little toys. That should keep him distracted for a while. That should keep him busy for a while. Alright, so the first topic is going to be pro-choice versus pro-life. I personally think that the wording is kind of like wrong in my opinion. Like, it should be pro-choice versus anti-choice, because in my opinion I am pro-choice. I can't tell anybody what to do, and I don't care for telling anybody what to do, but I, in my opinion, am against abortion. I would never do it. And as if you have seen the Jubilee video, my thoughts on it is that there's so many ways you can prevent it in the first place, yet that's usually everybody's first choice. Like, you know what, my man's is still trying to feel all the pleasure. I'm not trying to get all hormonal with the shot. So, I mean, I'm gonna do the deed, and if something happens, I'm just gonna abort. Like, there's even plan B before you have the option to abort. But thing is, I understand maybe in other places it's not like this, but where I live, you go to Planned Parenthood. If you qualify, you can get all form of birth control for free. I was on the depot before I decided to officially end up pregnant, because I was always indecisive because of my age, and then I moved out and I was like, you know what, nobody's gonna tell me what to do, I'm gonna end up pregnant. But yeah, that's my thoughts on abortion. I can't tell anybody what to do. It's not like they're gonna listen anyway, so why bother? But I personally wouldn't want to do it, and I feel like they should take steps prior to abortion. And I know there's so many scenarios where it should be allowed, like rape and all that, and I understand, because personally I would not want to carry or raise a child of my rapist. And also medical reasons and all that, I understand. I'm just talking about the irresponsibility of it and those people who use it irresponsibly. Like, yeah, I get it, maybe you were on birth control and you know you don't want to get pregnant, but you were that 1 out of 100 people that did. That's a different story compared to someone who has had multiple abortions and still don't learn their lesson and are like, oh shoot, I have to take some precautions to this. That's just my opinion. The next topic is circumcision, and I have a little boy, and let me tell y'all that I did not touch him at all. The doctors asked me, like, every time they walked in, you sure you don't want to circumcise him? Are you sure you don't want to circumcise him? And I was like, 100%, I don't want to. It wasn't my option to choose because I don't have one. I have no say in it. I asked my husband, like, whatever you want, whatever you think is okay for our son, go for it. He was like, I'm not gonna circumcise him because I am not circumcised and I've lived fine. And we've made this video before, so we've talked about this before, and his viewpoint on it was that getting a circumcision does not prevent UTIs. Yeah, you're right. It does not prevent UTIs. What prevents UTIs is cleaning yourself. You need to learn how to clean yourself in order to be sanitary and clean. That's going to prevent all form of bacteria and stuff. I don't want to get too into it because I personally don't have one, so I feel like I have no say in that part. I mean, if he wants to in the future, that's his decision. But as of right now, I just feel like it's a cosmetic surgery. But that's just my opinion. I mean, if you do it or not, I mean, I could care less. If it's for religion, like, I respect that. But for my kids, I mean, Edgar and I agreed that if we have more boys, we're gonna keep on not circumcising them. But going on to the next topic, baby piercings. So I feel like this is something that's controversial and you guys might think that I'm being hypocritical, but I would personally pierce my daughter's ears. It's not the same thing as a circumcision. I mean, it's reversible. I mean, it has a stud. She doesn't want it. Boom, stud out. Or hoop or whatever. I don't think little girls wear hoops or anything. But I come from a Mexican family, and usually they don't wait past the first year to pierce ears. I mean, their excuse is it tells the difference between a boy and a girl, but personally I think it's cute. I don't know how else to explain it. I just think they're cute. Alright, so the next one is breastfeeding versus formula feeding. So here's a little story time. I'm lopsided. This breast gives like 3 drops of milk, and this breast gives like 3 ounces of milk. His mouth was too small to latch, so I had to pump and feed, pump and feed, pump and feed. And once he actually started latching, we noticed that prior to that, my left side would barely give like an ounce or half an ounce, and this side would always give 2 to 4 ounces. So we already knew this one was kind of like lacking milk, but it kind of like almost has completely gone dry, and it's so weird when this one's so filled up with milk, because like this one's like this and then this one's like this. Personally, I do both breastfeed and formula feed because I don't have enough milk supply, and I'm not against any mothers who formula feed. I don't know how that could be a problem because the child has to feed somehow. I understand there's working mothers who can't breastfeed. They can't pump for some reason. They don't have enough milk supply. The baby rejected the milk, the breast, whatever it is. I just feel like what's important is for the baby to be fed, right? And my baby's happy doing both. So my next topic is spanking. Personally, I wouldn't spank my son because I grew up with being beaten and spanked by my mother. Yes, it's true. Hispanic mothers, at least mine, are very physically abusive, and she used to pinch me and all that. But I feel like it's not a help in any way due to the fact that I grew up being spanked, and instead of me learning my lesson, I just grew hate towards my mother. I grew hate towards anybody that tried to beat me, I guess. Yes, my love. I know your grandma did that to me. Can you believe it? So yeah, I personally wouldn't spank due to the fact that I don't think kids learn to do what you want them to. They learn to fear you, therefore they do what you want them to. Like an example could be respecting people, or like going over to someone's house and they're being disrespectful. I feel like if you properly discipline them, then they're gonna want to be respectful. You have to give them reasons to want to, not give them reasons to fear you, therefore the outcome is they're gonna do whatever you want. I just don't think that's okay, right? So I don't know what form I'm gonna use to discipline him, but I mean, I know physically hitting him is not one. All right, so co-sleeping. This is the one that well, I'm gonna merge two together: co-sleeping and like carrying your baby. So before I ended up giving birth, my mother-in-law and everybody was telling me, oh, don't carry your baby too much, then he's gonna get attached to your arms and then you're not gonna like be able to put him down and he's gonna just want to be in arms and all that. Personally, with that and close sleeping, I feel like with me, I plan on giving birth 3 times. After that, Edgar's gonna get his tubes tied. I'm not gonna get mine because mine is irreversible. His is. And second, I went through 3 births, so I think he can go through that surgery. So I'm gonna be giving birth 3 times. Or maybe twice if I have twins in the next one. I'm just kidding. My thought in this is that they're only babies for such a little amount of time compared to the rest of your lives that can affect your bond for the rest of your lives. I feel like I should just take advantage of him being baby, enjoying my baby, because on the long run, there's a bigger bond, right, my love? Personally, it helps me out a lot. Since my husband does work, he doesn't get up at night that much anymore. He did a lot the first 2 weeks. But after he went to work, he's like really exhausted. He's a photographer, standing 24/7 at work. Or you could say 5/8 at work, sometimes 6/8. 6 days, 8 hours. And I'm getting up. I think it's just easier to whip out the one boob that does leak and give milk, right? Yeah. Or just go change his diaper since the stand is right next to our bed. Fill up the formula. I already have like water in the bottles prepared because he gets really feisty when he's hungry, and I don't like waiting too long for him to eat his formula, right? So that's my thoughts on it. I agree. I want to enjoy my baby as much as I can. Co-sleeping. People like look at me weird, and I'm just like, you're not the one that's gonna like struggle with him sleeping. So I don't know why you're so upset about it. If I'm gonna struggle, that's my opinion about it, and I'm gonna take care of it. However, I'm gonna take care of it, right, my mom? All right. So I don't know if he was hungry or just being petty, trying to throw a tantrum, right? All right, so vaccines. He's barely gonna get his first one the 16th, right? The 16th of this week. And I plan on giving him all of them. But if more than 2 are given to him in one day, I'm gonna like postpone it because I don't want him to get too many shots in his system at the same time. I feel like it's not right. And my thoughts on vaccination is, if it was true that they gave children autism, I personally would rather have an autistic son than a dead son. Or a son that's like suffering due to like someone spreading some viruses on him while enjoying himself at the theater, you know? Like, I don't know, I just don't think that's right. That's another reason I haven't been going out that much, because I mean, he doesn't have his vaccines, and like with so many people nowadays thinking that vaccines do this, this and that, there's a lot of unvaccinated people, and I don't want him to suffer other people's due to other people's choices. And I'm gonna try my best to protect him, and that's the whole reason I decided to become a mother. To protect my child, to have a baby, you know, to be a young mom, to be all of the above. Why not? And I feel like through vaccination, that's the best way I can protect him without physically doing it. So, you know, but that's just my thoughts on it. I don't want to change anybody's opinions on certain things. This is just how my mind processes these topics. First thing that comes into my mind. I'm not gonna force anybody to like not abort. It's just my thoughts on it. I'm not gonna force people to change their minds. I'm not gonna be telling people they go to hell if they do something. But that's just my opinion. So that is it for today. we're gonna go. Gotta edit. Daddy's coming soon. Baby's gonna go say hi. And he has to eat. So, bye guys. See you guys in the next video.